For almost a year, a lonely kitten roamed the streets, surviving on scraps and kindness from strangers. In a quiet countryside corner, this little feline lived in solitude after being abandoned by his family in a nearby cat colony. Despite his attempts to integrate, the other cats never accepted him, leaving him isolated and vulnerable. A kind-hearted rescuer noticed him and began leaving food and setting up small shelters, one for meals and another for warmth during cold nights. She had always wanted to bring him in, but her hands were full with more urgent rescue cases. Nevertheless, she never stopped caring, keeping an eye on him and ensuring he had what little comfort she could provide. For nearly 2 years, the kitten endured harsh conditions, battling the elements and loneliness. But on one fateful day, everything changed. The rescuer spotted a deep, ugly wound on the kitten's side, red and infected. It was a stark reminder of how dangerous life on the streets could be for a vulnerable animal. She knew time was running out. If left untreated, the wound could lead to a severe infection, or worse. Determined to help, she prioritized him above all else. That very day, she administered his first dose of antibiotics and carefully treated his wound. The kitten, though hesitant at first, seemed to understand that someone was finally trying to help him. He didn't resist, allowing her to clean and bandage the injury. In the days that followed, the rescuer's dedication paid off. Daily treatments and antibiotics worked wonders. The wound healed beautifully, leaving behind only a faint scar as a reminder of his ordeal. During this time, she grew closer to the kitten, marveling at his resilience. His once weary eyes began to shine with a spark of hope, and his timid demeanour gave way to gentle trust. Many supporters of the rescue effort suggested names for the brave little survivor, but the rescuer ultimately decided on Roberto. It was a name that reflected strength, endurance, and a fresh start. With Roberto's health steadily improving, the next step was to ensure his future safety. He received his first vaccine and a microchip, marking the beginning of his journey toward a better life. The rescuer now faced the challenge of finding him a forever home, a place where he could finally experience the love and care he had been denied for so long. Roberto's story is a testament to the power of compassion and perseverance. For 2 years, he endured rejection, loneliness, and hardship. Yet with the intervention of someone who refused to turn a blind eye, his life took a turn for the better. As Roberto awaits his new home, let's send our best wishes to his rescuer. Her unwavering dedication and Roberto's remarkable spirit remind us that every animal, no matter how small or overlooked, deserves a chance at happiness. Roberto's story is a touching reminder of the resilience of animals and the profound impact compassion can have on their lives. For nearly 2 years, Roberto endured unimaginable loneliness after being abandoned by his family. Living on the streets in solitude, he faced daily hardships and rejection from a cat colony that never accepted him. Yet despite his struggles, he managed to survive, holding on to a sliver of hope. The rescuer's dedication to Roberto is truly inspiring. Even though her hands were full with other urgent cases, she ensured he was fed and sheltered. Her decision to prioritize him when she discovered his infected wound was life-changing for Roberto. Administering antibiotics, treating his injury, and eventually vaccinating and microchipping him were all steps that reflected her unwavering commitment to his well-being. Naming him Roberto symbolized a fresh start, a new identity filled with hope and love. Now, as he awaits a forever home, his transformation from a solitary street cat to a healthy, trusting companion is a powerful testament to the difference one person can make. Roberto's journey reminds us that no animal is beyond saving, and that every act of kindness, no matter how small, can create a ripple effect of hope. Let us move on to another story, about a cat who was rescued in a similar situation. It was an ordinary day when a young girl spotted a heartbreaking sight, a motionless cat lying by the side of the road. The small feline had been hit by a car and couldn't move. His frail body trembled with pain, and the girl noticed blood-stained fur around his hindquarters. Overwhelmed but determined to help, she reached out to a local rescuer, hoping for a miracle. The cat, named Blanca at the time, was rushed to the nearest veterinary clinic. The news was dire. His hip was broken, and he was urinating blood, indicating severe internal trauma. Despite the grim situation, the veterinarian offered a glimmer of hope. Surgery was feasible, and there was a solution to his injuries. However, the procedure came with a hefty price tag. The rescuer, who was already stretched thin helping other animals in need, launched an urgent appeal for funds. Supporters rallied together, driven by the belief that Blanca deserved a fighting chance. When the time came for surgery, Blanca was transported to a specialized hospital in Madrid. Along the way, the rescuer decided to give him a new name. Trebol, meaning clover in Spanish, a symbol of luck and new beginnings. It felt fitting for a cat embarking on such a critical journey. The surgery lasted several hours. Each minute felt like an eternity to those anxiously awaiting news. Finally, the vet emerged with an update. The procedure had been a success. Trebol's hip was repaired, and though his recovery would be delicate, he had a strong chance of regaining his strength. For the next 15 days, Trebol was on strict rest. Confined to a cozy recovery space, he began to heal under the watchful care of his rescuer and the veterinary team. The once fragile cat showed remarkable resilience, his appetite returning and his spirit gradually lifting. Not long after his recovery began, Trebol's story reached a family who felt an instant connection to him. They couldn't resist the little fighter who'd overcome so much in such a short time. After meeting him, they decided to make him part of their home, offering him the love and security he had always deserved. Trebol's journey from roadside tragedy to the warmth of a forever home is a testament to the power of compassion and community. It reminds us that even in moments of despair, there's hope waiting just around the corner. Trebol's story is both heartbreaking and heartwarming, a testament to the power of compassion and determination. It begins with a tragic accident where a helpless cat was left immobile after being hit by a car. Yet, instead of fading into anonymity like so many others, his story changed course when a young girl chose to act. Her decision to reach out for help set off a chain of events that would save his life. The rescuer's swift action in taking Trebol to a veterinarian highlights the importance of community and collaboration in animal rescue. Despite the grim diagnosis of a broken hip and internal trauma, the vet offered hope, a chance to heal through surgery. What stands out most is the collective effort that followed. Faced with the financial challenge of funding Trebol's surgery, the rescuer didn't give up. She turned to supporters, and their response demonstrated the profound kindness of strangers coming together to help an animal in need. Trebol's new name, symbolizing luck and renewal, perfectly mirrors his journey. The successful surgery and his careful recovery period underscore the resilience animals possess when given the chance. His eventual adoption is the ultimate reward, proving that love and a safe home can erase the scars of the past. Trebol's story isn't just about saving a life. It's about reminding us of the impact we can have when we choose to care. It's about giving animals a voice, showing that even in their darkest moments, there's always hope. For anyone who has ever doubted the value of their efforts in rescuing or supporting animals, Trebol's story is a shining example of why those efforts matter so deeply. It's a story of second chances, and it leaves an indelible mark of hope and humanity. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving us a thumbs up. Tell us what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.